Makakasama natin ngayong hapon dito po sa Sports Chat ang nasa likod ng matagumpay na kampanya ng Philippine Surfing Team sa nakalipas sa kompetisyon nito. Gaya ng nagdaang 30th Southeast Asian Games. Magandang hapon po, Dr. George Canlas. Welcome sa PTV Sports.
Magandang hapon. Magandang hapon sa lahat ng nanonood ng PTV Sports.
Yan, syempre,
It's been a while. I came out of this. I actually came out of PTV Sports siguro 2005. Hindi ka pa pinanganak ng pare.
Hindi, Doc, ako yung nag-interview, may buhok pa ako noon. Kaya gano'n na nga. Kaya hindi mo ako namukaan. Alright, Doc, right now, siguro, pag-usapan natin, of course, you're the president nung ating Pilipinas surfing. Right now, since yung ating magandang performance during the SEA Games, kumusta po ang Philippine surfing as a whole right now?
We're good. As you know, surfing now is an Olympic event. It will be held in Japan. Because of the pandemic, we have a small window of able to qualify yung shortboard surfers natin. And the Philippine Sports Commission has agreed to sponsor our team to the World Surf Games, which is the qualifying event in El Salvador in May. And that's what we're working for. In fact, one of our surfers, si John Mark Tokong, si Marama, is in Australia right now, and he's competing in some WSL events to gain points. Hopefully, ma-qualify siya for the Tokyo Olympics.
Mm-hmm. Doc, can you give us kumbaga a picture of paano tayo sumasali and paano ginaganap ang mga surfing qualifiers and tournaments, noting na tayo nasa pandemic, kadalasan naririnig natin bubble tournament, bubble setup. Surfing is kumbaga outdoor. Paano po ba ang sistema pagdating po sa ating mga tournaments?
Well, if the COVID lockdowns didn't happen, there would have been a series of events where you accumulate points, and based on the points you get, it will be a decision if you will be qualified or not. That's one way to do it. And then for continentals, there would have been qualifications per zone, no? Asia zone, Oceania zone, Americas, Europe, etc. But since the lockdown happened, it opened a small window for us because now there will be more bases on the World Qualifying Games in El Salvador in May. Mm-hmm. If we rank in the shortboard event there, or we're the highest ranking Asian in the shortboard events, then we will be qualified for the Tokyo Olympics. So in the end, mas nakabuti sa atin itong COVID because we were granted a small window to qualify. So right now, like I said, our primary shortboard surfer, si John Mark Tokong, si Marama, is in Australia training. Mm-hmm. Nahuli siya ng lockdown doon. He's training there with our coach, si John Camby. John Camby is the coach in Siargao, based in Siargao, and they're both in Australia now competing, hopefully also gaining some points.
Doc, so yung World Surfing Games, for sure sasali tayo dyan, ano? And you mentioned nga na ito yung last window and a small window na nag-open para sa ating bansa. If ever ba, meron na ba tayong mga lineup for that? Or meron pa rin bang qualifiers kung sakali?
We already have a lineup for that. We've submitted it to the Philippine Sports Commission, and they've agreed to sponsor that lineup. We have 2 surfers per event, shortboard, longboard, male and female, so that's a total of 8 surfers. But for the Olympic Games, shortboard event lang. So it's going to be female shortboard and male shortboard lang ang qualifying for the Tokyo.
Can you mention yung names na isasali natin sa World Surfing?
For the shortboard events, that's John Mark Tokong. Let me...
Okay, si John Mark, yeah. Siya yung
si Marama. Mm-hmm. If you remember, 2 years ago, He won the WSL leg in Siargao, which is a pretty big event. And then he garnered second in the succeeding year in 2019. Oh my God. For longboard, for longboard, si Kasugay and si Esquivel. For shortboard women, is going to be Nildi and Daisy May. Yun yung team natin for El Salvador. Let me see.
Okay. Doc, I heard na ito nga no, yung sa may Southeast Asian, no? Tama po ba? You tried or is trying to form parang a group dito sa region na ito ng isang surfing association?
Well, it's already formed. No?
Okay.
The story is, for the Southeast Asian Games, nahirapan ako na isingit ang surfing. Eye of the needle yon for the Philippine Southeast Asian Games. Fortunately, we were backed by Myanmar, Singapore, Indonesia, of course. And with the backing of those countries, they allowed us to compete, to hold the event. And as you know, it was a very good event for us. We won overall championship. And then during that event, it's the first time all the Southeast Asian nations got together and they formed an association. So we have the SIASA, the Southeast Asian Surfers Association. Unfortunately, for the Vietnam Games this year, wala silang association. Now, the way it is in Vietnam, lahat na nagsurfing doon are basically expats. They don't have a national association. So we don't have surfing as an event for this year's Southeast Asian Games in Vietnam. For the next one in Laos, we're trying to convince the Laos organizing committee to hold the event. Having said that, we are now going for the Olympics in Tokyo. And the nice thing is, in 2024, in the Paris Olympics, kasama na ang longboard surfing. And that is our strength. In fact, Luke Landrigan, one of those who is the name in surfing, local surfing, is a longboarder. In the Bali Beach Games, the first time we sent a surfing team in 2008, he barely missed the medal, the gold medal. He won the silver medal. So as a country, we've made our name in longboarding. And fortunately for the Paris Olympic Games in 2024, longboard will be an event, both for men and women. Looking forward, that's where we really have a chance. And that's our goal right now, to excel in the Paris 2024 surfing event.
Doc, yun nga, no, you mentioned na walang surfing sa Vietnam Sea Games. Final na ba to or may chance ba na tayo'y mag-apila kung sakasakali?
Wala na. Like I said, kasi walang surfing association ng Vietnam. So they'll be very hesitant to hold the event. Although we have a number of teams, even Brunei has a team, Indonesia, Thailand, Singapore, Myanmar. I don't know what's going to happen to the Myanmar team now, and the Philippines. Although we have surfing teams, wala ang Vietnam. So hindi na magkaka-surfing event for this year's edition of the Southeast Asian Games.
Pero sayang, di ba, Doc, dahil we're coming off a SEA Games na kung saan yun nga, no, nakita natin yung heroic act ni Roger Kasugay, no, na nangyari. So parang sana man lang itinuloy, because nakita natin na hindi lang puro sports ang Southeast Asian Games, kundi meron ding mga ganong mga acts na nakikita natin, no, na heroism, no, ng mga atleta.
Okay. Let me point out, no, the act of Roger Kasugay was recognized. In fact, in October, he was given the Robert Coubertin Award for Fair Play, and this is a very prestigious award. It's almost like winning a gold medal in the Olympics. No? Ang kasama niya dyan, sila Wayne Gretzky, sila Federer, yan ang mga nanalo na ng award na yan. So you're right. It's not just surfing, but it's fair play. It's sportsmanship. Unfortunately, Vietnam was not interested in surfing kasi nga wala silang association.
Yes.
Sayang yun. But we'll see. It's the first time it was held last year, and I assure you, the surfing event was one of the happiest events during the Southeast Asian Games. Competitors, the audience, it was a very good event. And the Southeast Asian Federation took note of that, and I think we will see it in succeeding Southeast Asian Games.
Okay. Doc, alam naman natin na surfing is very popular in the country because marami nagpa-practice and maraming nagtatry ng surfing. But as a sport, do you think nakakuha tayo, nakagain tayo ng, shall we say, momentum after the SEA Games? Or correct me if I'm wrong, na yun nga, meron pang ganong issue na hindi pa masyadong nakikilala as a legit sport o natatanggap ng mainstream media and yung mga casual sports fans itong surfing.
Yes, let me explain to you. We formed the association 2005. Surfing was a lifestyle then. Now, the reason we formed it was to help the surfers, and then ang events non-internationally were just minor events, hindi pa siya Olympic event. But then in 2016, naging Olympic event ang surfing. Now, the reason the Olympic IOC made surfing an event is they're trying to reach out to more people, to the younger set. That's why may skateboard na, may BMX cycling, may surfing, and there'll be more younger events in the coming Olympics. With that, and with our wins at Southeast Asian Games, and the publicity it gave, I think it was good. Right, I was asked to endorse certain private groups who are involved in the development of surfing in various areas of the country. And because our surf locals were known during the Southeast Asian Games, I think once the lockdowns are finished, we will see more foreign surfers coming here to surf. So surf tourism will be a thing that we're looking forward to. In fact, because of our win, we have now small groups of surfers in Palawan, of course in Samar, in Siargao, in Bicol, in Baler, up North La Union, in Zambales, and it's getting quite popular. And we've had companies interested in sponsoring our surfboards. So even as an industry, I think it's picking up.
All right. Right now, Doc, among friends media, pag nagkikwentuhan kami, sinasabi ko nga, alam nyo, panay tayo boxing. Pag Olympic gold ng pag-uusapan, pag Olympic qualifying, panay tayo basketball, taekwondo, karate. Masyado tayong tutok doon, hindi natin alam, baka mamaya doon pa sa surfing manggaling ang first gold medal ng Olympics.
I think not this Olympics, but pretty soon, yes. In Asia, we're a powerhouse, together with Indonesia and Japan. We're a powerhouse in surfing. Yes, I agree with you. If you remember, in Athens, yan ang standing ng taekwondo. Hindi masyadong pinansin, but then, ever since then, it's created momentum. Yes, like any new sport, and I think like any sport that the Filipinos will excel in, it's an outside chance. Now, for the Asian Games, for the Asian Beach Games, I think because Olympic sport na siya, it will be established. So we will be winning medals. The Philippine surfing team will be winning medals for the country in the years to come. That I promise you.
All right. Now, Doc, siguro konting update pa. You mentioned about si John Mark na nasa Australia, nag-ensayo. The rest of the Philippine surfing team, meron bang, lalo na yung mga nandito sa Pilipinas, paano po bang ginagawa natin for them to be in shape, ano, and in competition shape, kumbaga?
Well, we have coaches. They're basically based in the areas where the surfers are, which is La Union and Siargao. We have our team B we have a team B in Bicol, and the Philippine Sports Commission has been very helpful in giving us infrastructure for their strength and conditioning, and it's almost a one-on-one. Now that is for the present. We also, Luke Landrigan, unfortunately he's with us, is forming a development camp for the youth. In fact, we have very promising youth coming up that will take the place of these surfers right now who are in the national team. We have young surfers coming up, and we have a good youth development team in Siargao and La Union, and hopefully we can spread it out around the country. Now, let me emphasize, for these areas, unless you are enrolled in a school, you cannot surf. So we're trying to develop the youth together with their education. Medyo nahirapan kami initially there kasi if you remember, in these areas, bread and butter ng surfers yun to teach. But then we wouldn't let them, or the local surfers, the adults, would not let the youth surf in the areas unless they prove that they're enrolled in school. So we're attacking the development of our youth and our future national surfers.
All right, Dr. George Canlas, maraming salamat po sa inyo, and all the best and good luck sa lahat po ng ating mga surfers.
Thank you. Thank you.